Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to take a quick look at Cerence. This stock has taken a huge beating in the past week or so. There has been some major changes. The stock is down about 31% from its monthly high. We can see, and in just the past 5 days, it's down over almost 10%. And there hasn't been major changes in leadership. This is one of my tier 1 companies, so I really wanted to understand what's happening and be able to share my overall thoughts. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, check out the pinned comment where I have my free newsletter, my free Discord, and so many more links to help you out become a better investor. So let's get started. So let's just jump right into it. Cerence lost their CEO. Sanjay, the previous CEO, resigned from the company effective immediately. And I don't mind leadership changes, right? As an investor, I don't mind leadership changes. But when it happens right out of the blue or like this, that sometimes could be a little bit worrisome. But real life happens, right? There could be numerous reasons. I don't know Sanjay, his personal life. Numerous things could happen. Could be family health issue, could be self issue. There's numerous reasons why the person had to leave immediately, right? Effective immediately. Real life happens. Still, as an investor, it kind of like, hey, what's gonna happen next? So Cerence board of director actually promotes Dr. Stefan Ortmans as the new CEO. He is a 20-year veteran of the company. Cerence is pretty much a 2-year-old company right now, but it was a spinoff from a previous company. And we can see Dr. Stefan was a previous member of that company as well. They do mention that Ortman is responsible for the bulk of Cerence revenue today. He is an engineer, which I enjoy. I personally do enjoy when leadership has a mixture of engineering and some form of sales behind it, to be able to really kind of deal with both its investors, customers, and the technology. I believe that makes the perfect management. And we can see Dr. Stefan, he is the engineer. He also works with the bulk of customers. So I can see that engineering, that technical side, and also the sales side. So I like what the new CEO is kind of going with. He is responsible for more than 80% of the company's revenue today. So he does have deep customer insight of what they want, or how he wants to take this company and in what direction. We did kind of get some form of final words from Sanjay. He says it's been an honor to lead Cerence for the last 2 years. And he does agree with the board that Stefan, with his success and history at the company, is the right person to lead Cerence from here.
But before we begin, let's take a listen to today's sponsor. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me scout out new growth stocks. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services the Fool offers. Through the Motley Fool Stock Advisor services, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 new picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have done amazing returns. If growing your money is something you'd like to do more of this year, you can visit fool.com/Jose Najarro or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if the stock advisor is right for you. Thanks again to the Motley Fool, and now onto today's video.
I do want to say, obviously, something like this just has to be said. It could obviously be 100% just lies. So I would take this part with a grain of salt, but it is good to hear leadership kind of still leave with a happy note. The company did mention that they see no major changes happening to their quarter 1 fiscal 2022 revenue guidance, which is a great news as well. So they don't see this leadership, at least this change in leadership changing anything for the overall business. Like I mentioned, he does have a PhD in computer science. He holds a degree in mechanical engineering and computer science as well. And he's worked for some pretty big companies like Bell Labs, Lucent Technologies, and like I mentioned, he was part of Nuance, which was previously the spinoff where Cerence came from. So 2 major things that I want to say. I like leadership. I like the background of leadership right now. Not a huge fan that Sanjay just ended up leaving and kind of effective immediately. It was kind of like a curveball, but like I mentioned, that real life happens, right? So anything can change. The only thing I'm worried about, or I want to say worried about, is I want to see where this leadership wants to take the direction of the company. We saw previous management really wanted to hit new markets. They were hitting like the elevator markets and other types of technologies outside of the automotive market. Is this leadership going to want to do the same, or are they just going to focus mainly in the automobile industry? And that's what I want to hear in the next earnings call, see where his bullishness lies. So let's take a quick look. Cerence right now, like I mentioned, is still down about 1 point, almost 2% for the day. I also want to bring up some good news. I want to say there's been some bullish news for Cerence. On December 16th, Toyota Motor North America selects Cerence Browse to bring search engine level intelligence into their cars. And this is insane, right? It is becoming like cars are becoming the new cell phone. Cerence Browse, for those not familiar, it connects to multiple online information sources to provide drivers with real-time AI-powered access to general information while on the go. So you can ask anything like, hey, how far is it from the moon? Just like you would ask your phone, anything. So we can see the transition from smart cars becoming the new cell phone or the new smartphone to some extent. So Toyota and Lexus, in its next generation multimedia system, is the first automaker to deploy Cerence new cloud services. That's great to see. And what else did I mention? So buyers of all new 2022 Lexus NX and 2022 Toyota Tundra models will be the first to experience these great features. And you can go to their website here on the newsletter. They even have videos where you can kind of check out how Cerence Browse works if you think it's a pretty cool product. The second real cool news that I saw on December 13th of 2021, Cerence and Mikeware partnered to develop and launch two-wheeler mobility applications. So two-wheelers, right? This is in the automobile industry, e-scooters, smart bikes. I believe they're working together to create this kind of perfect application system where other OEMs will come to Cerence and Mikeware to kind of use their products. So Mikeware is a Japanese company specializing in the development of high quality automotive software. And then with Cerence AI technology and voice assistant software, they are planning to develop an application where voice power assistance for Japanese two-wheeler makers. There's overall reports that the demand for two-wheeled vehicles such as e-bikes have grown rapidly. There is an increasing need for connectivity and enhanced capabilities. So this makes perfect sense. I believe this was a great move, and it just shows that that Cerence is still in early stages in the markets it can touch. First, it was touching the four-wheelers, now touching the two-wheelers, and is kind of putting its finger and just his hand on the elevator and kind of the other markets out there. So in my opinion, I have no real changes to Cerence. Like I said, I really want to just listen to the new CEO to mention where his bullishness lies. In forms of technicals, I mean, this is a price point where if I didn't have a position, I would gladly enter here. And this is one that I would most likely add on to my next week's buying list. And for those that have been wondering where I've been, I've just been in vacation. I came back yesterday, been pretty much at a week vacation, so I didn't post videos for a week. That's gonna change back to normal, and here to drop news for you guys. So make sure to hit the thumbs up and see you guys next time.